Good evening. My name is Brightops and welcome back to the War for the Overworld. I will admit I haven't had the chance to go back and actually do like the actual achievements or whatnot, but let's just push forward, shall we?
You're making great progress, Underlord. You'll be back to your old self in no time. Our next target is the citadel of the intransigent dotard, Lord O'Thelan. He's a dim-witted sort, and he seems to like marching his troops into an early grave. I'd say it's time to learn about traps.
Yeah, one of those things that you gotta love about this game is how they're set in little puns like this. But I did take people's advice. We have turned down the volume of the actual units themselves. So hopefully there will be a bit. They would be a little bit more. Let's see, quieter. It'd be easy. We won't have to talk so loud to talk over them. Alright, let's just...
Welcome to the breach, Underlord. This stronghold was built into this chasm to safekeep one of the Empire's inhibitors. With its trained garrison, it's virtually impervious to attack. Fortunately for you, their commander, Lord O'Thelan, is a vacuous sort who will throw his troops at your dungeon without strategy or order. I can think of no better time for you to learn how to build defenses for your dungeon. But to do this, you'll first need a foundry. Open the veins of evil and unlock it now.
Alright.
Build one now and your minions will be happy to create defenses for your dungeon.
Alright. First things first, just gotta actually start getting our shit in order. Because, let's be honest, if we have...
To plan your dungeon, why not use the prophecy spell to clear the fog of war and scout the surrounding terrain?
Alright, let's have a quick... Alright, we're seeing where the bedrock is. Seems to be a lot more going on in this area. But... okay. First things first, let's just...
You have claimed a gateway. If you're short on workers to do your bidding, cast the Summon Worker spell to create more. However, every worker after your first 5 will lock a portion of mana. If you end up with an excess of workers locking your mana pool, you may dismiss them by dropping them onto your dungeon core. It's all right. They won't feel a thing. You'll need an archive and cultists in order to research that artifact. Summon Worker will create an additional worker for you to command. Each worker summoned after the first 5 will lock 50 mana. Workers can only be summoned within your own territory. You've claimed a gold shrine.
Hey, what the hell's a gold shrine? Oh, what's this? Can be mined for infinite gold. Yes, something that has happened in... that is in the Dungeon Keeper series was that you could find gem veins. Effectively, what a gem vein was sort of like how we have the gold veins here that offer some in the way of gold and all that. A gem vein could be mined indefinitely. And you know what, we're going to have just a few more people. Yes, it's going to lock some mana, but we kind of have stuff we need to do. Alright, we have a pretty big freaking lair to work with. That's good. And
You've claimed the perception shrine.
let's see.
Your workers can be a mindless bunch, and will continue to claim territory until you command them otherwise. Use impasse flags to limit their movement. Impasse has two modes. One to prevent your workers from claiming beyond the marked area, and another that will prevent them from traveling over the tiles completely. To dismiss an impasse flag, simply give it a slap. Or right-click the icon to dismiss all impasse flags at once.
Okay. That actually makes a fair bit of sense. We'll make use of that in the future. But right now we got some shit that needs to be done. Namely, we need to prepare for war. Let's see, we've got a lair, we've got the lair set up, we've got the slaughter pen set up so that we can now have chickens. Or actually pigs, as the case may have. Chickens is the Dungeon Keeper series. We'll set up our forge somewhere over... our foundry over here. Let's see, do you have any requirements? No, it does not. Just waiting for all the goblins to get their ass together so that we can...
A chunder has entered your dungeon.
What?
Attracted by the foundry, this gassy creature will joyfully launch the fetid contents of its stomach to attack. Your other minions would do well to stay a few steps back.
That is an ugly piece of work. Not gonna lie. So how many people can...
Your minions' needs are not being met, Underlord. Build them the basic rooms they require.
See, we've got the food, we've got the lair. We've got a foundry. Barracks? Maybe? Actually, hang on. Barracks and... ah, that might be the way to go. We need...
You cannot store more gold.
No, that's not...
The tavern is an essential room for keeping your minions fed. As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger.
Alright.
A chunder has entered your dungeon.
Alright, keep your... Alright, I'm feeling... Yes, I know it's a tavern, I'm working on it. We just need to make room for the damn thing, because it requires... the room requires a big amount of space. Alright, earth, impenetrable rock. Not great, but we'll work. Work on it. And we've also created a little pathway to just go straight this way. Which is where we are going to set up a barracks.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
Yep, there's our little goblin stand-in. I'm not completely sure what these things are, but...
Blade Lotus unlocked.
Blade Lotus. The Blade Lotus will slice, dice, and knock back enemies within melee range. Toggle to inactive mode to keep it hidden so enemies pass over it, allowing you to trap them by reactivating it after they pass. Oh, hello, what is this? I do believe we found an artifact. Well, this is gonna be fun. For those who are curious, artifacts are another staple of the Dungeon Keeper series.
Open the veins of evil and unlock the Blade Lotus.
Already done.
The Blade Lotus is a spinning flower of destruction that tears nearby enemies into shredded flesh as it pushes them away. To build defenses for your dungeon, you need simply to lay their blueprints upon a claimed tile.
Okay.
Your minions will work to craft defense parts within your foundry, which will then be ferried off by your workers to construct them.
I also put one here as well. Yeah, the people come for that one. No worries about that. Make that bigger. Now I know what we're missing. We need a bloody archive.
It is payday.
Another plan, we're just gonna clear.
Splendidly done, Underlord. But see how some of your mana has been locked away. These defenses require a small portion of your mana in order to function. You will regain this locked mana when the defense is destroyed or sold. Many of the defenses you build can be toggled between two distinct modes, each with their own effects. Toggle the Blade Lotus by clicking it now. The Blade Lotus can be dropped into a hidden mode, which allows enemies to unknowingly pass over it. The perfect trap for retreating foes. Now click the Blade Lotus again to reactivate it. When active, the Blade Lotus will carve your enemies down to size. Unless you're fighting those stinking dwarves, who will end up pint-sized. Due to its small size, the Blade Lotus is most effective in tight corridors. For a bit more firepower and range, you should consider the Bombard. This defense will launch flaming iron balls at any foe that mistakenly wanders too close, swiftly turning their bodies into broken vessels of bloodied mash. Select the Bombard and build it upon one of the flashing tiles to the east of your dungeon core. The vault will store your hard-earned gold when your dungeon core can no longer store anymore. Each tile will store 1,000 gold, meaning the room is effective at any size.
Kind of wish they'd finished claiming the other blank tiles, but whatever. They're doing it now, it's fine. So we now have a place so we can just dump, where we can just dump gold. Wonderful. And I kind of want...
The Bombard can be placed into overdrive mode by clicking it, which will increase the speed at which it fires. However, each attack while in overdrive will damage the defense. Now that you have some offense, you should wall off your dungeon core to prevent your enemies from sneaking in and destroying it. Build a wooden door upon the flashing tile. The wooden door will slow the advance of your enemy for a short time. However, it can also be used to prevent your minions from wandering into haunted corridors or private baths. The wooden door can be toggled open and closed with a click. While closed, no minions may pass through unless the door is opened, destroyed, or sold. You've caught on quick, Underlord. Now put your murderous new talents to work. There's no doubt that the insipid lord will soon learn of your presence and send his troops forth to die by your hand. In the meantime, you should continue to build defenses to protect your dungeon, adding any additional rooms you desire to diversify your army and improve your chances of survival. Should you wish to speed up the construction of your defenses, you can pick up defense parts from your foundry and drop them directly onto blueprints.
God damn it, we need more workers. I don't want more workers, but apparently they just...
Wooden door complete.
Apparently it's one of those things you just bloody need. Alright, we've got minions working on figuring out what the act... Alright, we can... Ooh, we need to work on more stuff. Let's see. I'm just gonna let our little scouts have a bit more of a look.
A cultist has entered your dungeon.
Yes, and we're all very proud that we have Jimmy here. Alright, not entirely sure what...
Wooden door complete.
Let's see, expand the rooms, build at least 3 archive, barracks, and foundry props. Let's see, how big is... Can we make you bigger? Yes, we can. Because we've got pretty much an infinite supply of money.
You've discovered a gold shrine.
Yeah,
If your coffers are full, or if you're afraid of how wealth might change you, you can always untack it with a second click.
Let's see...
This evil presence shall not stand up to my might. Rally straight forth to assault them, men!
How terribly kind of the nitwit to announce his attack. Prepare to defend the center line, Underlord. Activate it to improve the mood of your minions, and drastically reduce their needs to eat or sleep. The Empire's sapper is their equivalent of your loyal worker, skilled in everything needed to mine out, claim, and secure a subterranean domain. Naturally, your workers have significantly better manners.
Alright, just quick spells. Let's see, where is... There it is.
Blade Lotus complete.
What do you mean they're all dead? This threat is more serious than I thought. Give me a minute. I shall prepare a new plan of attack to thwart this devil.
Well, they're all down. We don't have prisons yet, which sucks, but not a lot we can do about it. And we can't actually unlock anything right now, which...
Your units have been made happy.
Yes, basically the artifact we just...
Lotus complete.
The artifact we just used just basically improved the mood of all of our people pretty much from the get-go. So they don't need to eat as much, they don't need to sleep as much, and they are happy.
I've got it! We shall attack from the north and the center simultaneously. That should bamboozle this unholy menace.
Scatter their bones for the rats to clean.
Do 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 do. Ah, there we are. See, is there a there is a south? Well, we're gonna have to
Bombard complete.
deal with that, aren't we?
Your blade lotus is under attack.
And the benefit is we can also just basically make the defenses ourselves. Well, apparently that one... Oh, it requires an actual degree of stuff.
Bombard complete.
Yeah, we don't really need
Your
to...
scepter! They've all been bested? Okay, hold on, I'm thinking.
Let's see.
Let's hope your vault is brimming, Underlord. It is payday.
Yeah, we can afford it. We're fine.
Blade lotus complete.
Wait, sacred ground cannot be claimed
You've
by
discovered a perception shrine.
overlords. Well, that is new.
They'll certainly not expect this trick. Assault the center and the south. They'll never see us coming.
This blubbering dunce could have used a few firm lashes as a child. Blade lotus complete.
Oh, we found another artifact. Nice. Yeah, they're coming in force. If nothing else, we can...
Bombard complete. Your blade lotus is under attack. The Empire's Huntress is a fierce ranged attacker who is adept at hunting the undead and is more resistant than most to beast attacks. She works in the arena, drilling her allies until they are as sharp as she is.
Well, if nothing else, we have nothing to fear coming from this direction. Though this...
Your blade lotus has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack.
It's fine. Honestly, we kind of... That Blade Lotus there did fine work. A lot of people are dead.
Blade lotus complete.
Another perception shrine. Anything worthwhile in this direction? We'll find out soon enough, that's for sure.
Your bombard is under attack. The Empire's juggernaut has built his strength toiling away in the foundry and garrison. Unsurprisingly, he can tolerate humongous amounts of damage and mitigate the damage his allies receive. You've identified an artifact of gold. Activate it to bestow a large amount of gold to your vaults.
Well, we don't have to worry about that too quickly. Let's see, that's bedrock.
By the light! Have none of you had any training at all?
We can get... Well, they probably
Blade
didn't.
lotus complete.
Oh, we found another artifact. Nice. Alright. Some more scouting up here. Okay, we can't really launch much in the way of assault. Doesn't require us attacking here. What about? No, we're gonna have to actually assault the bloody place.
Swiftly, troops! Attack all three sides and we'll surely overwhelm them with our might. It's inconceivable that they'll survive this assault.
I haven't had this much fun in years.
He just keeps coming. Keeps sending people.
You've identified an artifact of experience. Activate it to increase the level of all your minions by 1.
Okay, first things first, let's just... Tavern's a little bit better now, that's good. Good. Beds are well at hand. People out there working overtime.
Back the way, Underlord! You shall not defile our lands with your vile taint!
Your blade lotus is under attack.
Rally all minions. I think we'll wait until...
Your units have been blessed with experience.
Yep. Because of that, our minions are just that little bit better at what they do.
Your blade lotus has been destroyed. You've identified an artifact of experience. Your blade lotus is under attack.
Let's have a look, see how this is going. Yeah, I don't think these guys are gonna survive all that long.
Your bombard has been destroyed.
You know what, considering just how... Let's see, the middle assault's dead. This one's in the process of dying. They've done some damage, but...
Attack.
They did some damage, that's fine. But they won't survive for much longer. You know what? Let's give the goblins just a bit of actual combat experience.
Bombard complete.
Just to make sure that... Just to be rid of the huntresses. They proved somewhat annoying.
Your blade lotus is under attack.
A couple more goblins, just deal with some priests. Priestesses. Because they are just outside the range of the actual bombard.
What a marvelous meat grinder you've constructed, Underlord.
See, how many more troops are there? Bloody...
You have discovered a gateway.
Oh, there's... their gate.
You have insufficient mana to cast that spell.
Alright, so we've
Blade lotus complete.
just having a quick double check. We've more or less explored the entire
From
map.
all sides, swiftly, whilst the minions of evil recover.
This assault may actually test your abilities, Underlord. Do try and learn something.
Just having a quick look to see if there was anything hidden in these corners we haven't seen.
You have insufficient mana to cast that spell.
let's see how this goes. Because we've got the
Your bombard is under attack.
we've got the troops to deal with this, but we might as well let the traps soften up the invaders first.
Your bombard has been destroyed. Your blade lotus is under attack.
It seems that that the middle one here was mostly ranged people, and unfortunately they just happened to be just out of range of our bombards. But we'll deal with them. That sees some goblins will clear that up pretty quickly. This one in the south's going well. One in the north's going pretty.
Lotus is under attack.
The northern assault is going very much in our favor as well. From what I can tell, they're all dead. Mill's dead. South's got some stragglers, but
Time to pay your minions, Underlord, for all their hard work. Bombard complete.
alright. Don't really need much there, you just have to send some goblins in to murderize the priest. See can't unlock anything.
Your blade lotus is under attack.
Oh. God. It's always these little...
Those loyal to the Empire, come to me. I will tell you the tale they will sing of us when we have finished here. They'll sing of our bravery and those who have fallen. They will regale the noble way in which we fought and won. They will proudly shout my name, Lord Otheland, Savior of the Empire. Now if you are with me, cheer with me.
I'd better get ready to meet my maker.
Make sure you keep your dungeons secure, Underlord.
See, how many of these buggers are left? Because I know that they can replenish, but...
You there! Lead the charge from the north. And you, yes, lead the southern assault. We shall attack in 2 ways. I will lead the second from the rear, so I may issue orders more easily. Charge!
Looks like he's coming to us. Looks like he is coming. Yep, he's coming to us. I don't think the Lord himself is, though. See, yep, the level 5 gets up here.
Charge forth and assist your comrades!
I do not think he's going to leave the fortress, though we might be able to lure out enough of his troops to basically be able to assault the place properly.
Your bombard has been destroyed. Your blade lotus is under attack.
Gotta love just the little bit of information they have on the Lord himself. Fabulously daft. He has been awarded numerous medals, none of which are for, nor related to, combat experience or leadership. Oh god, doesn't that describe some parts of nobility?
Your blade lotus has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack.
Well, that one's gone. Still, that particular trap those particular traps did their work. Most of the northern assault is dead. There's yeah, most of them are. There's still survivors, of course, but nowhere near enough. Let's see, middle one's still alive. They will be dealt with.
Your bombard has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack.
Let's see, southern one. Yeah, let's go with the cultists.
Your Blade Lotus has been destroyed.
Be nice to see how the magic users do for a change. While the enemy is too busy trying to deal with the bloody traps.
Your minions are under attack. Your wooden door is under attack.
Alright. It would seem the northern...
Your wooden door has been destroyed.
It would seem that the northern group has actually managed to make it through.
Chunder lost.
And it seems that the Chunders aren't particularly good at
You have
combat.
insufficient mana to cast that spell.
But that's fine. At least not alone.
Did I do it?
Now that he's sent his entire army to their death, you should have no trouble killing him and destroying his inhibitor. Rally your minions forth to silence this insipid lord.
Actually, I have a better idea. We'll rally them here. Give all of our combat minions a chance to rally. Also, we need more gold. No particular reason, I just want more. Let's see, do we? Yeah, I think we've got enough actual... The tavern's big enough that we could probably, you know, we can feed our current population pretty well. Alrighty. Forces are gathered. Let's go. Just using my magic to keep the enemy forces alive.
You have
Well,
insufficient
not
mana to
enemy
cast
forces
that
alive. Keep
spell.
our minions alive and well. Which is a nice change of pace, because something that they had with the Dungeon Keeper series, particularly Dungeon Keeper 2. Though I will admit I haven't really played the first one too in depth, was yes, there was a heal spell, but it was for solitary targets. Yep. It was for solitary targets. You would have to actually pick a minion and go. Whereas with current lot, we can just with our current abilities, we can actually... The healing spell at this point in time is actually able to bloody heal groups at once. Which is a very welcome change of pace. Let me tell you. Unfortunately, we can't...
Unclaim will remove your ownership or fortification of a tile, shrine, or gateway. Useful if you claimed something by accident, or if you wish to bequeath an area to an ally.
Well, no risk of that. I was kind of wondering what Unclaim was, but...
Destroy the inhibitor swiftly. It lies open and undefended, but for that odious blackguard.
To do... Just keep the minions alive, because we can. And now we've just got you.
Let's hope your vault is brimming, Underlord. It is payday.
Why aren't you dying? Ah, there you go. You're finally actually losing health. Say what you will, he might be a completely incompetent leader, but he is a tanky little bitch.
Silence has never sounded quite so sweet.
But he's dead now, and all is good. And just for the sake of it, we will get rid of the rally flag after it's gone.
Executed. Before we move on, I must warn you, the next inhibitor comes with an unpleasant surprise.
So that went fairly well, if I do say so myself. We could remove the flag so the minions can just go back to eat and grab their paychecks, so they'll all be happy.
Fine work, Underlord. Now that Othilan and his cronies are a dehydrated paste, let's move on with our assault and destroy the final inhibitor.
Nice. Okay. So here's our things. We have the breach to complete the thing. Let's see. Impatience is a virtue in portal gems. Complete the level within 16 minutes and complete it before the final wave spawns. Okay, that makes sense. These two can go together rather well, if I do say so myself. But I believe that will be our conquest for now. Next time we will be going to Turncoat Isle, Shades of Grey. And as you notice, as we move along the campaign map, we just leave destruction and devastation in our wake. It is amazing. That's part of the thrill of the Dungeon Keeper series as well, is that as the campaign went on, you see this idyllic fantasy land just slowly be turned into a burning waste. It's great. But anyway, until next time, my name is Bright Ops, and I look forward to hearing from you.